hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? This is also on the Kirkman Show account as well, if you go there?
Yes.
Are we doing it from, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're live, we're good to go. Everyone hears me?
They're racking up.
All right, for the first time I have somebody actually directing me on this thing. I'm not holding it myself. We are in Woburn. We were going to do it initially at the Bowlodrome. That's been poxed, so now we're going to go to this gentleman's apartment. We're not going to tell you where that is, obviously. It's John Hugo. He's the Pride Parade, which is taking place in August, which I have a lot of questions about. I'm sort of confused about the whole process. Stuff I've read about is not clarified. And so we're going to go get some answers here. A little live content bonus for you people at Kirkman Show and on Periscope Live. So let's go check it out. He's going to meet us now. He's good to go?
Yep.
All right. That's the voice of Steve Robinson, the producer of the Kirkman and Hint Show. Or is it? That's the big question. Who knows? Oh, it's not. It's Dave Cullinane. Hello to everybody in that world as well. Woburn Center, a place I've not been to in a long time. People who can't quite afford Winchester. This is kind of very, I just heard a cat crying, being strangled. This makes me very nervous. So what are we doing here? Are we contacting him, or what are we doing? All right, you're supposed to come down? Okay, so now we're just going to kill time. All right. Are we letting him know that we're here or no? Does he know we're here? Okay. Some more content this week, by the way. We'll have a video up tomorrow around noonish, I think, on the Twitter account as well as we get ready for the launch Monday. 11 a.m. will be the first podcast. I think I'll make some appearances in Barstool during the week as well. We wait for Mr. Hugo. I'm not sure what's going on. These things never are on time. It's never a smooth operation. Any questions? Go ahead, fire away if you got any questions. I'll answer some. I don't know who's going to ask me these questions, but we got anything? Nothing? There they come. There's about a 20% chance this guy will not show as well, just so we all know that. Can I just say I was tweeting this earlier? I find this Ortiz story fascinating on 6 levels. First of all, obviously I feel bad for the guy. I've only met him once or twice. He's always nice to me. But this desire to have Ortiz wave this fucking thing tonight at the Bruins game is have you people ever been in an ICU unit in your life? Or it's 2 units, I guess. An ICU in your life? What is quenched by having him do that? Let the fucking guy rest. Is that guy here? I don't know. How you doing,
gentlemen?
John?
John Hugo.
John Kirkman, how are you?
Good. Patrick Souza.
Patrick, how's it going?
Good, sir. Nice to meet you.
Good. We're on Periscope Live, if that's okay.
That's fine. And he was actually attacked by Antifa last week, and they were charged with 2 hate crimes.
Who was charged with 2 hate crimes?
Antifa.
What did they do?
I got milkshake attacked at the
This
pro-life
is the big.
event.
So this is the okay. So this is the big. So I think we're gonna find as this interview goes along, we may have some disagreements. No big deal, right?
Disagreements are okay as long as it's not a hit piece. Be respectful of each other's views, and we can talk about what we have to talk about.
I'm with you 100%. Well, we're running it all. There's no. I'm coming in here with an open mind.
I like that.
So this milkshaking thing has become why is this happening?
Because they don't have an intelligent argument, so they have to throw stuff.
Why? Okay, but let's just say that's true. But why milk? I don't understand why milkshakes.
Because it gets all sticky, makes a mess. That's what they're doing in Great Britain and Nigel Farage.
Yeah, we said we weren't going to do.
Yeah, we're being doxxed.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Yeah, there's a
And,
nice
and
little
we also have
fountain
pet
area
threats
over
against
here
us.
if you
Real
guys wanna go
serious
that way.
threats,
Do you really believe? So
Our deputy was threatened. They're going to burn his house down. They said.
I guess I don't know if you guys know who I am.
I don't. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
My mom says she knows you. Or something.
Your mom does?
Yeah, she used to listen to EEI.
Oh, I bet she does. But I would say, I've had death threats against me too on social media.
I mean, you know what it's like.
Aren't those kind of bullshit though? Do you really think someone's
Well, you
gonna
never
kill
know. That's the thing.
I know. I'm with you. I mean, do you
Come on,
really,
there are a lot of crazy people
do you
out
really
there.
feel like your life is in danger?
Oh, yeah.
I'm asking him.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm
Well,
looking at
time
the
to time.
guy.
I mean, these people are psychotic. They're loose in the head. They got a few screws loose. You'll never
What kind of
know what
milkshake
they're
was
going to do. It was a strawberry, but it had red dye in it because they had the
What's
red
your
dye
favorite
in the
kind
rim.
of milkshake?
I used to work at McDonald's actually years ago. I like the chocolate one.
So if somebody threw a chocolate milkshake in your face, would you actually drink some of it or no?
Well, I mean, I could
would.
taste the strawberry. I was like, this actually isn't half bad.
See, I hate strawberry milkshake. So walk me through this. So I look at it as straight pride parade to me sounds really fucking stupid. Just being, I just want to come here and tell you guys, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So walk me through why this is A, necessary, and B, why it's happening. Or scheduled to happen at what, the end of August?
Yeah, we're working with the city right now. There's been some pushback, but a lot of misinformation is out there. We're well into the process.
So explain to me why. So first of all, you're dealing with, like, Marty Walsh is a pandering idiot, which is going to be an issue.
Yes, as a matter of fact,
So,
you know how he attacked the free speech movement.
Believe me, I've had my battles with
Very irresponsible, and of course, fanning the flames of racial hatred. There's no need for that. We just want to have a celebration of traditional values, which we do believe are under attack. And we actually say we're an oppressed majority, so you can say we're stupid. I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you. There's nothing wrong with celebrating traditional values in our country.
But I guess my question is, and I think most people, like, I think you would intellectually say that in the history of this country and everywhere around the world, that the rights of gay people have been far more under attack than straight people.
Well, that's the wrong narrative.
No, but let's start there and then we'll get to your narrative.
Sure. I have no problem with gay people exercising their rights.
But the question I asked.
Let me finish, will you?
But I asked the question. Like, are you
You didn't even let me finish. You're going to keep interrupting me?
Well, if you answer questions, then it goes by
I didn't
faster.
get to answer because you keep interrupting me.
Do you think that in the history of this country, forget the rest of the world, that the rights of gay people have been more under attack than straight people?
In earlier history, absolutely.
Okay.
Nowadays, not so much.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. I think everybody under our Constitution has the right to associate with whoever you want, and we do say the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I would file that under the pursuit of happiness.
Okay.
Be with who you love.
Do you think that gay people should be allowed to be married?
I don't think marriage should be the business of government, period.
Okay,
I think that should be a religious thing. You can get married in your church. That's one thing.
You have a more libertarian view toward it.
I am a libertarian
So
in
am I.
a lot of ways. I'm a Republican, but with libertine leaning. So
Well, register's a libertarian. Show some balls.
don't go telling me show some
Show
balls.
some
What an
balls.
obnoxious thing to say.
Well, I'm an obnoxious person.
You are an obnoxious
Yes.
person to say that. I do have balls. I'm a male, remember?
Are you? You identify as male?
Yes, actually,
Okay.
I'm living as an openly straight man.
That's not easy these days.
It really
so,
isn't.
So it's the end of August, and so I guess I'll ask the question: why? Like, I think you would understand, right? Why it's necessary for gay pride parades, right? Or at least why they exist.
Sure.
Okay, so why is a straight pride parade necessary in 2019?
There's straight people are under attack in this country more than ever right now. There's a baker in Colorado, and for a third time, they're dragging him through the mud just because he won't bake a cake
For a gay
with
couple.
not even this guy wants Satan giving a blowjob to someone on a cake, and they're saying he doesn't have a right to refuse them. This has gone out of control. They're even forcing women who own spas to accept men, these men who claim to be women, and they want a bikini wax. So now they're forcing women who own spas to touch a penis, and and if they don't comply, it's as much as a $10,000 fine.
So
that's insane.
Right. So I'm with you in that we are now. If it's my call, if some guy in Colorado, let's just say a homosexual couple comes in, they say we want you to do a wedding cake, and he says no, then he should have every right to do that. That to me is, I don't understand it. It's mystifying. Now that being said, I think those people should be allowed to protest and say, hey, this guy's a fucking asshole, and whatever happens, happens, right? I mean, that's the world we live in, where the chips fall where they may.
Let me talk about something else really important, because you are a sports show, correct?
No, we are not.
Isn't it called Barstool Sports?
Barstool Sports, but this is not a sport.
Well, I would like to talk about sports if you don't mind.
Okay.
I want to talk about. No, I want to talk about. No,
more offensive than anything you're going to say.
I want to talk about
that.
the trans men going into women's sports, and a trans.
I'm not aware of this issue.
You are not aware of this
I am
issue?
very aware. This has got me in a lot of trouble in my old job.
Well, listen. It's absolutely a war on women. These women who deserve scholarships can't possibly win against a man in certain sports like wrestling. The champion of the women's wrestling is a man who's now identifying as a woman.
And we saw the weightlifters and the track
weightlifters.
Yes.
Now, come on. If I whack off my penis and say I'm a woman.
Would you be willing to do that on Barstool? Because we'll get views like you wouldn't believe.
No,
Patrick, go.
I'm
Get
going
a
to
knife,
decline.
we'll do it. We'll do it.
But if I do that and I join the women's wrestling team, I bet I can beat the crap out of most of the women on the team.
Great shape, though.
No, I'm so sorry. Let me turn this off.
Is that a gay app? What is that? That's surprising.
He doesn't have a gay bone in his body.
What'd you say?
He doesn't have a gay bone in his body.
Well, as of right now, right? Earlier he did, the two of you upstairs. But that's a totally different conversation. Have you two ever made love, yes or no?
No.
No. I think when people are so anti-gay, like Mike
Wait a minute. What a lie. You just told another lie.
I
What
didn't
is
say
wrong
you
with
were.
you?
I didn't say you were.
Yeah,
I said
but just by saying it in front of us.
First of all, you said another lie. What was my first lie?
You said I have no balls.
Well, prove it. I'll show you mine right now. Let's whip them out. Let's
Okay,
go.
let's go.
Let's go,
You
Patrick.
first.
I'm Irish. But okay. I will say, for the sake of argument, you guys are totally not anti-gay at all.
We're not. We have gay people on our team. We got Milo as our Grand Marshal. We've got an ambassador to the gay community.
Right? Yes.
And by the way, my press secretary last year, who's also on our team, Anthony Tamagna.
So you have lots of gay friends.
We have lots of gay friends.
So most of the
and
super
you're
happy
also
fun Philharmonic's gay too.
yes. Well, there you go.
A lot of them
That's
are.
true.
Don't you think though, like so, even like a Mike Pence or somebody, or these religious people who you see all the time, this happens all the time. You talked about the story with the baker. You're right. And on the other side, you see all the time these stories of these guys who are fiercely anti-gay, legislatively anti-gay, and it turns out they're gay. Don't you think there's a lot of that shit going on there
You
too?
think Mike Pence is gay? Really?
It wouldn't surprise me. Is that a bad thing if he was gay?
No, but he's not. He's happily married.
Have you hit on him? How do you know the state of his marriage?
You know, this is not a very serious interview.
I mean, you can stand up for traditional family values and not be queer.
See, traditional family values for me is like now becomes sort of a way of saying that you're anti-gay, though. A little bit. And I'm not even saying you guys are.
I got to disagree with you.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm not even saying
This
you guys
whole
are.
country's history was built on traditional values.
Well, in what way? Like when we fought like Britain, what did it have to do with the fact that the guy? You don't think guys were fucking each other like during the American Revolution?
There's always been
Of course.
homosexuals.
The only guys in Washington's
all
army were
history.
blowing each other like crazy. It's a fucking cum festival. Of course, you know that. What does it matter if a guy wants to put his dick there? What does it really matter? That's the core. Like that's my core question.
You know,
you guys seem like reasonable guys, but I'm saying is my core issue here is what do you care if a guy puts his dick in an asshole versus a vagina? What does it really matter?
No, more power to him.
Right, you don't care. To me, I don't think you care. You, I think, care.
No, I don't.
You don't.
I
So
don't care what you do as long as you're 18. We don't
Oh,
want to
totally.
see.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, we don't want.
Obviously.
You know,
Obviously.
right now we're seeing from the left the sexualization of children, and even if
And how so?
Drag Queen Story Hour. They've got this new show on Netflix this month where children, 8, 9, 10 years old, male children are dressing in bra and panties and gyrating
Okay, well,
around.
I'm not sure.
Disney
I'm
amazing
not sure I
thing.
agree with that, but what I'm saying is, so
They're dancing in New York strip clubs. There was men in New York throwing money at a 10-year-old boy.
That's wrong.
That was on a
that's-
stripper pole.
okay, It's true,
and
that's fucked
really,
up. I'm with
it
you.
is.
I'm with
It's
you.
messed
That's-
up. And see, we're not talking about people who are just getting together.
Why do you like to touch me
and-
so much? What's that about?
So much?
Yeah.
How many times have I done it?
A couple of times. Come over here. Good. Kiss me in the mouth. You want to do it? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Have a little fun with this, for Christ's sakes. Loosen up. Take the jacket off. Let's have some fun. Patrick's down, right? You're having a good time.
Having a good time.
I mean, come on, John. Let's loosen up a little bit here. Let's say a drag
You're
queen
trying
goes.
to-
Let's
you
say a
know,
drag.
no,
We're
this
having
is-
fun. We're having
We're
fun.
having
It's not
fun
a big
talking
fucking
about
deal.
child molesting? Really?
No, well, first of all, I don't think. Well, I'm not down.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
Sexualization of
I'm
children is
anti-child
akin to
molestation.
child
Let's
molesting.
get that on the record.
So
What-
by,
but
you,
my
by
point is-
you making light of it,
Oh, for
you're
Christ's
doing a
sake.
disservice.
But my point is, if some drag queen goes to a library, like you said, I don't know,
I don't care what you do as an adult. I don't want
But
our
why is
children
that?
being
But why
forced
is?
into
But why
this.
is that sexualized? What's sexualized about
Because
drag
those
queen?
those drag queens, most of them are known to be known pedophiles. They've been arrested.
They
for this
are?
kind
Most
thing.
of them are?
Yes. Oh, there's a huge. Like if you listen to Alex Jones on this, there's a
Oh, well,
huge.
oh.
There's a huge level of
This is
them.
the same guy.
These
who
are
said,
these
the
are
same guy
crazy.
Said Columbine was an act.
No, That's
Oh.
all disinformation from the New
You
York
said the
Times.
Boston Marathon but they were actors though.
No. Well, when
then he went into his
when you
testimony
go
and
on
said he was
TV
playing
to
a
push an
character.
issue, when a huge event happens, and then
Okay,
you go
well,
on
Alex
TV
Jones, okay,
pushing
anyway.
a
So let's
narrative.
get-
That's a lot different.
okay, so
But
let's move.
They
I
are
wanna get
known
away.
pedophiles,
What is-
and they want to touch children. They say, "Who wants to sit on my lap? Who wants to touch my beard?"
What is
no,
the-
we don't want our kids doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
You want me to touch your beard? What is the point?
Are you a child?
No.
See how you keep switching
Is he
things
your
around?
beard? What is
you
the-
keep trying to.
What is the
switch things
point
around.
of the
That's
straight?
not right.
What is going on at the Straight Pride Parade? Walk me through that day. August 31st is when it's scheduled to be, right?
Right.
Okay, I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. I'm one of the Grand Marshals. I'm looking forward to it. What?
I don't believe we appointed you
Oh, I'm
Grand
going to
Marshal.
be there straight as can fucking be. The
Yeah, but
straightest
we
fucking
didn't
guy.
appoint you
Too
Grand
bad. I'm
Marshal.
fucking
You're not
straight.
our Grand
Too bad.
Marshal.
I'm straight as can be, so you can't deal with me. I'm a fucking macho,
well,
hetero, and I'll fucking beat the shit out of you guys. I'll bring my guns. I'll bring my people. We're fucking hardcore.
Another
hardcore,
threat of violence.
Hardcore hetero. I'm a hardcore hetero guy. What do you want? I'll have my chew. I'll have the whole thing. What is it going to look like that day if I show up as a spectator? What am I going to see? Walk me through it.
You're going to see a relatively conservative crowd. We actually have a lot of floats, including the Trump Bridge, which is supposed to be coming.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Milo's going to ride on it. As a matter of fact.
Fantastic. Great. Okay.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a lot of different guest speakers. It's gonna be a wide variety of guest speakers. Some pretty high caliber people are asking to be a part of
Such
it.
as?
Well, we've got Milo, obviously.
Okay, who
but
else?
Until people actually, we're going to be releasing a couple every week just to keep the momentum going.
Okay.
You know, because the story, of course, will die down. We got to keep it up.
Sure, I understand.
Why?
So I'll go back to why is it necessary?
Okay. Why
Give
is
me
an
the-
Italian Pride Parade necessary? You know, people keep going to this narrative
Well, I
that we
think-
had. No, wait, let me
Yeah, yeah,
finish.
go ahead,
please,
go ahead.
please,
Go
let me
ahead,
finish.
go
Just
ahead,
once.
go ahead.
Just this one time.
Sure.
Thank you.
I know you really want to finish. Go
I
ahead.
really want to finish.
Yep. Finish
Okay.
hard. Go ahead.
Finish hard.
Yeah, bring it home. Finish hard. Finish all over me. Go ahead.
We don't think you have to be oppressed, even though we do talk about certain oppression. That is not the criterion for a parade.
Agreed.
There's lots of parades that you have without, and that's all we're hearing from the left. In that how racist we are, because they go right to the identity politics. Whoopi Goldberg was on The View the other day, and every other word out of her mouth was white man, white man, white man. When did we ever mention the word white? You go to our webpage, we're not talking about white, black, or anything.
Sure.
We're talking about only sexual orientation, but they're so eager to inject race into this. And they've gone after Mark Sahady, our vice president, calling him a white supremacist in numerous publications. He's not white, he's an Arab.
Okay, so I'm with you. So I'm with you. Like, I hear Whoopi Goldberg. This is somebody who defended Roman Polanski, by the way.
Yeah, and Woody Allen.
And Woody Allen, and I think Weinstein, too, at one point.
And Weinstein,
so
absolutely. I'll give you that.
Hollywood elitists, by the way, is one of the biggest reasons why Trump's president and why he's going to win again.
I think he's going to win again, and I'm going to be supporting him.
Good. I'm shocked to hear that. But what I would say is, like, you know, the basic, for somebody like me who's a libertarian who's down the middle, when I see straight pride parade, I'm thinking that's just kind of, they're just mocking like the gay pride parade, which again I don't really get that worked up about.
They're not mutually exclusive. One is one and one is the other. They're separate events. Obviously, people are going to draw parallels. Are you saying straight is not a sexual orientation, and for some reason another sexual orientation? We want to add the S to LGBTQS.
Yes, well, you're going to go to jail for that. That'd be a hate crime.
Well, they're furious.
That's why we need the parade.
Yeah.
Will there be heterosexual sex at this parade?
No.
Will people be fucking each other?
No
Why
degeneracy.
not?
Because
Be
that's what
nudity.
separates us from the degenerate left that's pushing this
Why not
homosexual narrative of
It is
naked
degenerate.
people in the streets
Let's
having
making love. It's
sex.
the most natural thing there is. Adam and Eve
Yeah,
did
make
it.
love in the bedroom, not on.
Well, build a
Boylston
bedroom
Street.
float and have two heterosexual people have a heterosexual baby right there. Conceive one.
We are
That to me would be a
thinking
great moment.
thinking about having a marriage go on that Milo might officiate with the baker from Colorado baking a cake for their marriage.
Oh, really?
We
Yeah.
are looking into that.
Well, how about how about the inevitable, which I think you guys know, the inevitable protesters who will show up? Will they be treated? We don't want this to get ugly, right? We don't want gay people fighting with straight
that's
people.
on them.
Well,
Okay, but you say that, but maybe you don't know everyone's going to be there on your side.
we
You
know
don't- you're- what I'm saying is-
Antifa says they're showing
Okay,
up.
on the record though, I want to get you guys on the record before any of this shit happens. You guys don't want any of that to happen.
We would like to have a nice peaceful parade,
Correct,
but we
right?
already know that they're talking about 100,000 protesters. Antifa, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Democrat Party, is going to show up. And they've been showing up at every single event to the right of Joe Stalin in Massachusetts. They went to the pro-life movement last week, like I said. There were numerous hate crimes charged against Antifa individuals. We need to take back the public square. One of our goals, by the way, is to take back the public square so we can have a protest without people showing up and throwing urine and feces at us.
What is your
okay?
favorite gay film? Did you see Brokeback Mountain?
Nah.
You didn't see it?
Nah, I can't think of another.
Cloud Atlas has a lot of homosexuality in it.
You like that movie?
I think it's fantastic. Written by the Wachowskis, who both had gender
Well,
reassignment
they're both
surgery.
now women.
Yes.
Foreign men, now women.
And I that did have a lot of homosexuality in it.
Yes.
It had
Did you-
my favorite actress was in it, Juna Bay.
Halle Berry is in it too.
I love Halle Berry,
Yeah.
especially in the one she won the Oscar for.
Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball,
Yes.
great movie.
Yes, great movie.
Deliverance,
I think we get
actually,
here.
is
Deliverance
good.
is your film. I'm not sure that's a gay
That's a
film
good-
necessarily. It's more rape, but okay.
But no, Cloud Atlas had.
Yes.
And
So that's the book.
One of my favorite movies of all time. I just thought it was so cleverly done.
When you guys were younger, it happens all the time. It's not. You guys can admit it now. It's natural. Did you guys experiment homosexually with friends of yours?
No.
Never.
No.
You. Never had a sexual thought about a man.
Lived in a very conservative town.
Who do you think? Are you men enough, straight enough to admit when you find the man's attractive? You think is a good if you put Ryan Gosling next
Well, I mean,
to
I
you,
know I'm attractive.
Right, I understand that.
The
But,
women
like-
are going crazy right now. We're getting all this publicity. I'm getting all these love letters.
Like if I put Ryan Gosling next to John here, and I said you have to blow one of those two guys, would you say you'd blow Ryan Gosling or just not care? All guys the same?
Nah. No, I wouldn't stoop that low for Ryan Gosling.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get a sense of this whole thing. So it's August 31st. How many people do you expect to have on with? Forget the protesters. How many people are going to be there at the Straight Pride Parade? If you had to guess, if you had to estimate the total, who's going to be there?
I don't know, I'd say 5,000 on our side.
I
at
think
least.
so. We got over 350 volunteers just in one day.
What are the things you have to jump through to pacify?
We have
Marty
put our
Walsh and such?
criterion. Well, first of all, we put our criterion for what we want you to be if you're going to participate.
Ooh, what do you have to be?
Three things.
Okay.
Patriotic American.
Okay.
Support our Constitution as the rule of law in our land. And 3, no racist. We put that in there to keep the alt-right
So you're
idiots
cool.
away.
You're cool if a couple of gay people want to go just see what the scene's like,
We actually every gay person that's contacted us, we invite them to come and participate.
And what is
they're welcome.
Don't you think patriotic American is kind of a wide definition, though?
What's wrong with being a patriotic American?
Absolutely,
There's very little
no,
patriotism nowadays.
Absolutely,
especially they're not being taught patriotism
let's just say,
in the public schools anymore. They just
but let's just say that
anymore.
you think there's a war that's going on that's right, justice, American. I don't think it is. Well, you might say I'm not patriotic then, but maybe I think that's the most patriotic thing there is. That's what I mean. That's kind of a wide definition. I'd knock that one out myself. I'd say American.
No.
Why?
I disagree, because patriotism's a good thing. We love our country.
I know, but my definition of patriotism might be different than yours, right?
Well, no, we're all united under the same laws in this country of the Bill of Rights, the Constitution. That's what we should all be standing up for. Anyone else that stands against that they're the enemy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we have one of the greatest countries in world history, maybe the greatest country in world history. Look what our country has accomplished.
Top 3 for sure.
And we've liberated the world from fascism. We've landed on the moon. I mean,
if you believe that. Alex Jones doesn't, but you guys might. Well, I'm just saying. He doesn't believe there's a moon landing.
It's not that we didn't land on the moon. It's that we wasted trillions of dollars collecting moon rocks.
I'm with you on that. As a libertarian, I wouldn't spend a fucking dime going to space myself, but that's me.
Oh, no.
Totally
We're going to be on
argument.
Mars probably within 10 years. If China doesn't beat us.
So give me your pitch to the Barstool people out there who want to come to this parade. Where is it going to be? Food's going to be served? What do we got?
We're going to have music. We're going to have speeches. We're going to have...
Are you going to be speaking?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
We're going to just have a super happy, fun time, because that's all we want to do is get together with our fellow straight people and gay allies and just have a wonderful day together. And we love everyone.
And you love everyone, including gay people.
Yes, we do. We
you
love
think
them
gay
very
people
much.
should be married and have good lives and have kids? Should you be allowed to adopt kids or no?
I don't really care what they do. That's fine. As long as they're 18, that's the thing.
Well, obviously,
as long as you're over 18,
I think any reasonable person
you should enjoy your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And that goes for gay people, for straight people, or any other subset.
Are you concerned about a semen milkshake being thrown at you this day?
What kind of milkshake?
Semen milkshake.
That would be a lot of semen.
Sailors?
Yes.
They'd have to pass that cup through the crowd for a while.
It depends who you're working with. Somebody's had some buildup, and they let it fly. Are you concerned about...
There's actually people on Facebook threatening to save up pee for a couple months now, so they can have a whole backpack of it ready to go.
This is their
These
mentality.
psychos.
They don't want to have an intelligent argument. They just want to throw things at you.
Well, I think the scary thing now is, and obviously we disagree on some things, but the scary thing now is that you can't have a conversation about anything because the other side, generally you're right, I think the left is far more aggressive on this. They want to shut you down. They don't want to hear the conversation. And when that happens, I think the other side gets angrier and angrier, and then the shit builds up. As opposed to saying, hey, whoever, so forget Whoopi Goldberg, she's nuts. Somebody who's got a brain, and you say to them, hey, this is where I stand. Where do you stand? You have a fucking conversation. That's gone now. Everybody wants to outshout everybody, call everyone a racist, call everyone this, and it's leading to...
Finally, you say something serious, which we agree with, by the way.
Take your pants off. Let me see that dick.
There you go.
Well, I mean,
who wasn't going to laugh?
But all kidding aside, we are now in a world where, and you are right, the extreme left especially.
It is the left. You never once see a group of conservatives show up to shut down some type of a left-wing rally. Never. It doesn't happen.
Do you think, but don't you think that the main source of this outrageous anger is, let's be honest, if Marco Rubio were president, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. I think the extreme left...
Donald Trump's the best president of our lifetime.
Well, but forget, I'm not having this conversation. I'm saying is the Trump derangement syndrome from the left has been a big part of this, don't you think?
Absolutely. From day one, the man won the election fair and square, and then we had this 2 years of this Russian collusion bullshit. I mean, every single liberal news organization has been saying it as if it's a fact, and now that it's over...
About that, manscaping. Are you for or against it?
For what?
What's manscaping?
Manscaping, when the guy takes care of his junk down there. It's big in the gay community.
Well, yeah, as long as you're not forcing a women's spa to do it for you because you claim you're a woman, but really you got a penis down there, and now you're forcing a woman to touch a penis.
I actually like you guys. So what's the next after this? What's your day look like?
Well, first of all, nonstop, wall-to-wall interviews this week. We've done New York Times.
I read the New York Times
Daily
story.
Mail.
Good Morning Britain coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we're being bombarded with interview requests. So I'm trying to accommodate everybody, but you just can't. We're just deluged with that. We're trying to answer all the emails. We've got 3 people who just spend all day.
How do you guys make a living?
Emails.
What's your job? What do you do?
We don't want to talk about that because we're being doxxed.
Okay,
Please don't put that in the interview. You
you're
don't
not
believe.
Well, you're not telling me, so that's fine.
No, but we're being threatened.
Okay, but you both have jobs and you're working.
And they're going after every one of our jobs, calling our work, saying, you've got Nazis working for you.
I've dealt with that. I totally get it.
And it really sucks. This is part of the political discourse. I saw someone talking about how Canada has 5 political parties, and you never see this sort of thing in Canada. And gee, wouldn't that be nice if that was the case here? But we've got two political parties, and it's either here or there.
All right, final
one or the
question.
other.
Will this happen?
It will happen, absolutely. We're going to make sure it happens.
Because I can
We're
see
bringing in
Marty.
some quality
I can
people.
see more on Marty Walsh, a guy who fucking takes shits and urinals, not a bright guy. I can see him doing everything in his power to stop this.
I've run for Boston City Council.
Yeah, but I mean,
before I know Boston politics really well.
Right. So you admit that's definitely looms as a possibility. Would
Yeah,
you do it
yeah.
somewhere else?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
We're not giving in. You know,
I
we
like
have
that. I like that.
every right to do this. And even
Yeah,
if
I
you
agree with that.
disagree, you should agree with our right to our First Amendment right to assemble.
Of course.
We got lawyers
absolutely.
chomping at the bit to take this case up. This is a no-brainer win on our side. If the
Easy,
city wants to be
easy win,
stupid
and I
and
think
do
they
this,
know that.
let them be stupid and do this because they're going to pay.
All right. So here they are. They're ready. August 31st, the Straight Pride Parade. I predict that this is going to be between now and then a fucking bloodbath like you wouldn't believe. And these guys, we'll see what happens. So, gentlemen, thanks so much. Good luck with it. Thank you.
Thanks,
Why did
guys.
you do that thing with your phone? You shook my hand. You gave me a little bit of that. What's that? Is that a signal?
What
What is that about? All right, boys. Good luck with everything. All right, John Hugo and Patrick. Is it Patrick Suter? Better. I don't think John. I actually kind of like Patrick. I don't think John was really in on the joke, but they answered the best they could, and honestly, in a weird way, so I think obviously they're fucking whacks, whatever. But in a weird way, I feel an odd sense of unity toward them. I think that they don't really care for gay people, whatever. But they are. And we live now in a world where if you want to do something like that, which face it, at its core, it's going to be the extreme right. It's going to be a bunch of wackos. You can mock it. Shutting it down and trying to shut it down and protesting it and fighting it, to me, makes it worse. The thing you do with these guys is laugh at them like we just didn't mock them. And then you're done. So anyway, there's a little bit of content for the day. Feedback been good? People been enjoying it? All right. We're going to have something up later today. We're going to have something up tomorrow. And then the first show Monday. I'll go on and do a couple of Q&As before that as well. So signing off from Periscope. And I have somebody who actually knows how to turn this off. And we'll be back soon. All right.